Hello everyone. So in today's particular video, we are going to talk all about the recently concluded Royal Rumble event that took place in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. It was the first time the Royal Rumble event was being taken place outside of North America. So that in right there is one of the biggest problems in itself. People are calling it the worst Royal Rumble since 2011, and maybe when Rock came out to put over Roman. But yeah, it is not being taken very, in a good way. That yeah, uh, like it was hyped up by Triple H that the Royal Rumble has been stacked, and you can expect the unexpected, and there are so many surprises. But unfortunately, this Royal Rumble was by no means stacked. There were only four matches on the card, which is in itself a very painful experience to watch. And for the people who are paying these Netflix PLEs, whatever they like to call it nowadays, they do not get their money's worth when they do only four matches PLE. Like SmackDown and Raw are having more matches than a PLE event, and not to mention a big four PLE. So WWE should at least try to make these events have more matches, and if they are going to stick to uh, 4 or 5 match format that they do, at least maintain a credible amount of quality in it. Now, start of the event was pretty solid, to be honest. It started up with the Women's Royal Rumble. Alexa and Charlotte were the first two entrants. Charlotte entered one, Alexa had two. They both teased at eliminating each other all of the time, but they did was waste time so the next entrant could come out. And this is was another problem that was highlighted in this Royal Rumble event, that the interval between the entrances were not fixed. Sometime it took 1 minute, less than 1 minute, over 1 minute. It was all over the place. The Women's Royal Rumble had some bright spots, like there was disturbance between the Judgment Day when Liv Morgan eliminated Raquel Rodriguez intentionally and laughed about it. Alexa Bliss was eliminated accidentally by Charlotte, and I think they are leading it to their match at WrestleMania. And there was also one of those spots where Lash Legends ran into Rhea Ripley, and all sorts of problems were going on. And I still don't buy that while Raquel Rodriguez had a match against Stephanie McMahon in the upcoming Raw scheduled, why did she enter the Royal Rumble? And of course, there were no major stars coming out. That was the downside. AJ Lee was absent. The major return only consisted of Brie Bella and Tiffany Stratton. Uh, I don't know what WWE have plans for Nikki at this point. Now they're bringing Brie back. So if they are going to go after the tag team titles, and they had a standoff between Lash Legend and Rhea Ripley, so maybe they are going to drop the tag titles to the Bella Twins. It's all over the place. The Liv Morgan was the deserving winner, to be honest. Here, she had participated in all of the Royal Rumbles, Women's Royal Rumble up till this point, and it was only a foregone conclusion that she was going to win, because this match lacked severely in star power. No Lita, no Trish, no Michelle McCool for that matter, or any past legend that could have hold their own against the new generation. And I believe the scheduling of this event in Saudi Arabia was the major part of it. Now, how ever whatever had happened, Liv Morgan was a decisive winner and she got a major pop. Let's get nothing away from that. But now the show goes downhill from here. Now, fans at one point are actually uh, appreciating and celebrating the Liv Morgan's victory. They're cherishing in, and then they put AJ versus Gunther, which could have been the AJ's retirement match. Now, just put this into consideration. Just in a week, AJ had a one of the phenomenal matches against Shinsuke Nakamura at Saturday Night's main event. Then AJ went toe to toe with CM Punk, which was now going to be his final match on Raw. Now they ended that final match on Raw for AJ Styles via DQ when Finn Balor interfered. Now this is not a way to end a career of a star like AJ Styles, that his final Raw appearance is going to end up in a DQ. Yes, they did it the same way with John Cena and Sami Zayn when it was John Cena's final SmackDown. But I thought they might have learned their lesson of how to make a retirement tour when they messed up John Cena's retire tour, but I think they didn't. Well, the AJ and Gunther's match started. They had a solid match. AJ had his moments. He came very close, but once Gunther locked him in the uh, sleeper hold, then AJ actually passed out. They actually did a better job than they did with John Cena, when John Cena was smiling and he was tapping out to the young sensation like Gunther. But still, I believe they could have done better with AJ. Maybe give him a count out victory, a DQ victory, or someone could have interfered on AJ's behalf to make sure AJ had a longer career. But it was all up to WWE how they manage things. But like I said, his final few dates will be remembered, like him having a stellar match against Shinsuke Nakamura at Saturday Night Main Event, followed by a world title DQ match against CM Punk, and a very solid. No, don't get me wrong. It was a very solid performance by AJ Styles and Gunther throughout this final match. But to have him lose in such a manner, even the referee was shocked because of his history with him in TNA. They put over TNA big time in this match, but in the end, it was all for nothing, because they just took AJ's career, and in the span of 40 or 45 days, we have lost John Cena and AJ Styles. Now just let that sink in. After the match, Gunther left, and AJ had a moment where he was getting a standing ovation from the crowd. He was very emotional. He teased throwing away his gloves and put it in the ring, but then put them back on. He left the ring, then he came back into the ring. He climbed the turnbuckle and he did the too sweet. And I'm sure that Michael Cole is gonna have a sit down into with Gunther. Gunther is gonna brag about how he has retired Goldberg, John Cena, and now AJ Styles. I'm sure the way WWE is pushing him, they will put him in a main event spot somewhere down the line against some, maybe CM Punk might be the most favorable opponent, but we will get to that. Then came the Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre match, and to be honest, it was Royal Rumble is not a kind of a pay-per-view event or a PLE event that sees title changes, especially the world title changes. So it was pretty obvious that even in Saudi Arabia, even with Sami Zayn as being the hometown hero because he speaks Arabic, and he said Assalamu alaikum just one day before on SmackDown, that he was going to go over Drew. Drew successfully defended his title. Like he said, he will do everything, but yeah, it was just a match over there. Sami Zayn doing his usual so close but still so far type of a gimmick. I think it's trying to fade out a little bit. So I don't know what they're gonna do with Sami Zayn now, because when he lost to Roman in Toronto in his hometown, it made sense that yeah, he's going after the Usos with Kevin Owens for the tag team titles. Now what they are gonna do with him, it's anyone's guess. Now coming to the Royal Rumble men's Royal Rumble match itself, it this match was all over the place. Like there's no way I can describe this in a few minutes. Okay, a lot of the entrances or the participants were not even on the show or Raw, SmackDown, anywhere that they are going to be in this. Obafemi was a hype package. Brock Lesnar was always expected to be there. Roman Reigns was a uh, hype package where he was declared in the Royal Rumble. Cody Rhodes was the one that says that he was going to be in the Royal Rumble. LA Knight was the Royal Rumble participant. That was a surprise return. LA Knight was the surprise return. Damien Priest was a person, and Jey Uso, who had declared themselves for the Royal Rumble. But otherwise, not much to brag about, apart from the all four members of the Vision that were put into the match by uh, Adam Pearce. Well, the match started, and Obafemi came out at number one. Braun Breaker drew number two, and right off the back, everyone thought that okay, uh, Braun Breaker might get his breakout moment here. He will go wire to wire, or at least have a solid performance. But he was attacked by a mystery black hoodie man. Once again, this is the second time a black hoodie guy is being used in WWE since Survivor Series. It was Austin Theory first, and this time I think it is going to be someone from their past, or Paul Heyman's past, maybe Seth Rollins, because he said he would be part of WrestleMania, so maybe he is going to be in there. Uh, Apart from this, there were so many problems with this Royal Rumble. Like, it lacked star power. They had a AAA wrestlers coming in, but apart from that, you cannot have any surprise appearances coming in. Gunther, who had already had beaten AJ Styles, came out at number 30 in this Royal Rumble. Brock Lesnar came in at 22, and it looked like he was used as an enhancement talent just to put over Foba Emi, who was doing all of his stink. And Brock Lesnar was actually goading Obafemi to just come at him. And the worst part about this Rumble was Jey Uso took forever to come into the ring, and yet when he was just making his arrival into the ring, Brock Lesnar was eliminated by Cody Rhodes and LA Knight. Now, Brock Lesnar is the biggest star WWE have right now, apart in terms of marketing, apart from Roman Reigns, and you put his elimination that goes completely unnoticed by everyone, even the announcers, and he was in the match for only 5 minutes. This is Brock Lesnar we're talking about. Then say Roman came in, and it was a foregone conclusion that Roman is going to win. Jey Uso, as much as I love him, he came into the ring. His music stopped, but for some reason he started eating again, and the crowd joined in, of course. And then when he and Roman came face to face, he did the eat again, and then Roman slapped him, and every man for himself type of a situation, and each and everything was going on, and eventually he did hit the spear on Roman, but at this point of the match, it was a foregone conclusion that Roman is going to win. The last two participants were Gunther and Roman, and it was pretty much you know cut and dry situation. Like, they had a pool of superstars they could have used in this match to enhance. There was last, if you remember, last year Joe Henry came in and got a huge ovation being the TNA champion. There were no TNA stars, no surprise NXT call ups. Chris Jericho who was teased for months to be returning at the Royal Rumble. He was nowhere to be found. Then we thought Seth Rollins might actually return to fight off the Vision, but he was also not included. So there was a lot of loopholes. Like Triple H said, this card is stacked. I don't think it was stacked at all. The Women's Royal Rumble was a little bit of a mess itself because Becky, Natalia, and Maxine got into it, and looks like they're going to have a triple threat at WrestleMania. Alexa and Charlotte had some confusion. Then I think they were going to have a one-on-one match at WrestleMania. The Kabuki Warriors, Kairi Sane eliminated Asuka accidentally, and then Asuka stared her down. They might have a WrestleMania match. So in the women's match, at least there were some points that said, yeah, the seeds are being planted. You cannot say the same for the men's Royal Rumble. I mean, let's face it, when the Survivor Series ended, it was pretty much clear that Roman is going to be challenging Cody for the WWE Championship. Now, Drew McIntyre is the reigning champion. Now, Cody was holding on to the top rope when he was about to be eliminated, and he was Drew McIntyre, who was not in the match, came out and claymored Cody Rhodes, and he got eliminated. Now there are so many loopholes left. They are either gonna decide who Roman goes for the title, but if you talk about who the other challenger will be for the other world title, I don't think they have many options for the elimination chamber because let's face it, whoever is going to be Roman choose, either he picks CM Punk, which makes zero storyline sense as he had already had a triple threat with him last year with Seth Rollins, and Paul Heyman screwed both of them. He actually fist pumped CM Punk after War Games at Survivor Series, so he was cool with CM Punk. He had some tension with Cody. He said that to Cody that this will be the last time they will be teaming up together. So it made sense to have Cody versus Roman, but Cody dropped the title to McIntyre now, who had is having a solid feud with Sami Zayn, and now all of a sudden Roman has won the Royal Rumble, and it doesn't really make sense that McIntyre and Roman. I don't know how much they can build in a couple of months to enhance the program between Roman and McIntyre, because as you know, Roman doesn't work full time nowadays. Even his participation was a hype video, but I don't know what they're gonna do. LA Knight was taken out by the Vision, but still this time they are not making any work out of him. So we were afraid that they are gonna do Penta, Dragon Lee, and Rey Mysterio versus the four other members of the Vision, uh, provided Braun Breaker was going to win the Royal Rumble. But now, since he has not won the Royal Rumble, I think they are gonna do an 8-man with LA Knight joining the Luchadors against the Vision. And what about Seth Rollins? Seth Rollins said that he would be available by WrestleMania. So, yeah, it's a complete kind of a mess right now. And if this was not the launching pad for Chris Jericho's return, I don't know what will be, because Saudi Arabian crowd have only seen Chris Jericho once. This was the perfect opportunity for him to be reintroduced to WWE. He might have eliminated a few superstars, but they did not pull the trigger. So if they are going to put Chris Jericho back in WWE, is it going to be in the upcoming Raw, or maybe Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania? If they're gonna, they gonna wait after WrestleMania for Chris Jericho's debut? What are they gonna do with AJ Styles situation now? Because he said his WWE career is over. So are they gonna make him work TNA for the rest of the year? Is he gonna go to AEW, which is unthinkable? And the surprise element of the Royal Rumble was completely absent from this edition. Tiffany Stratton, okay, she was off with an injury. She was expected to return. Brie Bella, with all due respect, doesn't have much to offer as far as in-ring ability is concerned. So these two are the major talking points apart from Lash Legend, who had a decent outing. In the men's Royal Rumble, there were absolutely zero surprises apart from that hoodie man who attacked Braun Breaker from the start of the match. So let me know what you guys think about the Royal Rumble and was it worth your while? And yeah, just like, comment, and subscribe because I'm actually lost of words. And maybe in the upcoming Raw, we are going to have some clarity about how the Royal Rumble went. But I think most of the people will be absent from Raw because the event took place in Saudi Arabia on Saturday. Raw is on Monday, so I think few of the stars are going to be missing. There will be fillers, a lot of fillers in the upcoming Raw, and maybe some hype packages from the Royal Rumble that has gone past. But I don't think it will be a full-fledged show where yeah, they can put Chris Jericho's return in it or Seth Rollins' return in it, or Paul Heyman can moan around Adam Pearce about who the Black Mystery hoodie guy was, and Seth Rollins can reveal himself that it was him. So yeah, a lot of answers for WWE to give on the upcoming Raw. Hope you liked the video. Please let me know what you think about the current situation of the WWE, and were WWE justified to host this event in outside North America? That's the major issue that I thought was with this Royal Rumble. You have guys have a wonderful day ahead. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more content, and you have a wonderful day ahead. Take care. Goodbye.